Hello everyone, another year's gone by and we've played some games. And I'm here today to rank my top 10 games of 2022. You guys know the rules, but you probably don't, so I'm gonna say them. To be on the top 10 list, I gotta have played it on my channel, finished it either in video or off camera, or played enough for me to have a good understanding of the game if it's like a roguelike or something. And the last rule is that it can be any game that has come out this year or any other year, as long as this is the first year I ever played it. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have all the games of this year. There weren't that many this year actually, but I'm gonna have all the contestants on screen right now so you can do your own predictions or maybe your own list, who knows. 2022 has been a very good year and I want to talk more about that, but we're gonna do the list first and we'll talk a little bit afterwards about the year that's passed and also what's to come. So for the very last time of 2022, get yourself a little snack, some water, and without further ado, let's begin. Alright, starting off at number 10. On number 10, I've put Salt and Sacrifice, the sequel to Salt and Sanctuary, which was actually on 2021's list on 10 as well. Salt and Sacrifice is such a fun little Souls-like game, and what makes this so great is that it has co-op, and it's so fun. Is it extremely balanced and fair? Not really. Are there annoying things in them? Of course, that's why it's not higher up. But my friend May and I played it all the way through this year here. Entire game in one video, very fun video by the way. Actually, I'll link all the games on the top 10 list in the description, like all the series, if anyone is interested. And just like the first game, Salt and Sanctuary, it's got very nice music, the ambience is great, art styles of course top tier, boss designs are fucked up, there's so many builds you can do, and in this one it was actually like kind of inspired by Monster Hunter style of hunting down these wizards, which actually was the worst part about the game, I think. What I really enjoyed about the first one was that, you just kind of go to a place, fight a sick boss, you don't know what to expect, go to the next place, do the same thing, while still maintaining its Souls-like Metroidvania feel. Salt and Sacrifice did have that, and it did feel better in many ways. So it's like an upgrade with a couple mechanics that were either hit or miss. But I definitely recommend it, especially if you have a friend to play it with. It's very fun like that. And yeah, I think it deserves to be on number 10. Number 9. On number 9, I have put Pokemon Legends Arceus. Yes, that was this year actually. It does feel like it was like 2 years ago, but I double checked, so just believe me. This game was the first of its kind in the Pokemon world, and in my opinion, it's a very fucking fun game. Obviously, as we know, like, it doesn't look the best, doesn't feel the best, but it's Pokemon, and I feel like they have the same kind of opinion about making these games. It's Pokemon, so people will buy it, but also that's, I don't care about that either that much when it comes to Pokemon. I just like Pokemon. The music is always amazing. I love the music. It's Pokemon battles. I love Pokemon battles, and I actually really like the story and the way they kind of did this concept of going back in time and all this shit, and really made the world feel alive. I actually cared about people. Can you believe it? I love that they added these boss sequences. I love that you can have different mounts. The rank up system was great. I love the exploration, and overall I just had a really good time, and I'll definitely play through this again at some point. Now of course it's low on the list because it's again a Pokemon game that is not polished, looks fucking ass for 2022, plays kind of ass for 2022, but Nintendo, they do things that are either god tier or just fucked. But it does really deserve to be in the top 10 at least, so here it is. Number 8. On my number 8, I have put Portal. This one is kind of weird because I've played Portal 2 long ago. I've played the Portal Flash game, but for some reason I'd never played Portal 1. So knowing the concept and what Portal is about, I went into it and finished it in under 90 minutes. And it was a joy all the way through. I can imagine this is a lot of people's favorite game of all time. It's almost fucking revolutionary. It's so good. The concept of the Portal shit is so great. And like, everyone knows it. People get inspired by it. Other games have tried to take ideas from it because of just how fucking sick it is. Portal 2, I played and it was just like fun maps and I enjoyed it. But Portal 1 here, I actually enjoyed the little storyline they have going on. And I can't get that full feeling where it's all new and I have no idea what the fuck's going on. But I can try my best to kind of imagine what that would feel like. And that's what I tried to do when I actually played it. Like, finding out and uncovering like the dark secrets behind this fucking shit is another thing that is so like, that's still a thing in games like Stanley Parable, Superliminal. Also the music slaps, of course the character's funny, and Valve needs to make more games. They just do. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about it other than it's a great game. We all know that, and it definitely deserves to be on number 8 at least. Number 7. On the number 7 spot, I have put Slay the Spire, a game I only just recently played through, and I can safely say that this is one of my favorite roguelike/roguelites that are solo specifically. It's the ultimate of just, let's do one more game. And it's weird to say, but I think one of the reasons is that it's not as complex in the way it's built, in a good way. That's what gives it this addicting nature, because it's not like you gotta get in the mindset to do it. It's just, you fucking just boop, you do it, and you're having fun, and then you get out of it. While While a lot of other ones that are more deep in like builds and characters and story and all that, sometimes you don't really want to do it because then it's like, oh, I kind of gotta get like into it and then, you know, gotta pick it up next time, and it's a lot to think about. This game does not have that, and I love it for that. I pretty much just loved every second of it. Art style and music and all that stuff, it's just kind of there, but it looks nice, it sounds nice. But the way that there are multiple characters, many ways to build, each of the characters' actual unlocks, and you know, ascension mode, doing the whole key system for the secret act, all of that was so fun all the way through. And it's still, even after doing that, you know, you still want to push the ascension level all the way up because that's just how addicting it is. But yeah, man, Slay the Spire, I recommend it very hard, and I might do a run after this actually. Number 6. On number 6, I have put Dead Space 1. Yes, that was also this year somehow. Well, the game didn't come out, but I played it this year at the very beginning of it, and it was my first time ever like experiencing anything Dead Space, and holy shit, does it hold up well. It just has not aged a single year other than maybe the look of it, but even that style still works. The way the horror is done, the atmosphere, the fucking sound effects, the characters, the lore, all of it. It's just so goddamn good. There was so much love put into this, and I know that especially the second one was such a huge budget put into it because it's that good, it's so deserving of it. You go to a fucking spaceship shooting these alien pricks, cutting their heads, arms, legs off, got a decent little compact upgrade system, got fun powers to play around with, satisfying armor upgrades. In my opinion, it's one of the best horror games ever made, and it 100% deserves the spot here. Number 5. On my number 5, I have put Darksiders 3. Somehow this was also 2022. I mean, we played Darksiders 1 and 2 last year. That also feels long ago. But that's because I do so many fucking videos. I do too many videos, I think. But yeah, man, Darksiders 3. I feel like, is it the one that people don't like the most out of the Darksiders games? And does that even matter? I don't care. It's fucking fun. I love this game. I'm on the fence though. I don't know if I like 3 or 2 more. But I feel like I'm almost leaning towards 3. 1 is of course also fucking sick. But I think it's meant to be enjoyed in its entirety. So that's why we need that 4th game, please. But back to Darksiders 3. It was a fun mix of the classic 1 and 2 action combat RPG style, but kind of mixed in a little bit with some Souls-like feeling elements and a different take on the way the world is created. And it was such a good time. I really thoroughly enjoyed this game. I really like Fury. I love all of the characters from Darksiders. I said it last year when I ranked Darksiders 1 and 2. I personally do believe and think that Darksiders is up there fighting God of War trilogy, the original, for my favorite like hack and slash series ever. Fun ass combat, fun ass boss fights, always fun to learn more about the lore, more about the story, more about their relationships with each other. And that's the beautiful thing I think about Darksiders, is that when you get that little information about the others, that's when it shines the most, because that's what you care about, but they feed you it little by little, game by game, and it's done so perfectly. So I mean, we'll see once the 4th one hopefully comes out at some point, if this series can go over and become like top tier, and I'm hoping so, and I do think it deserves the top 5 spot here. Number 4. On my number 4, I have put Dead Space 2. Now you can obviously tell by the rating here that I prefer Dead Space 2 over 1, and I just think that the sequel is fucking insanely good. They improved on pretty much almost every single thing from the first one in the best ways possible. The only thing that Dead Space 1 has over 2, I think, is the same empty feeling mystery and the kind of like darkness, and you know, it's because you're in a different place. Most of the time, that is. I'm of course trying not to spoil too much here, but the story goes more in depth. We meet new characters, we learn more about our own characters, and we got so many new creepy additions to every single aspect of this fucked up space world. Some of the enemy introductions are probably some of my favorite enemy introductions in video games in a long time, if not ever. Especially those little peaky bastards. If you've played it, seen it, you know what I'm talking about. You go into this fucking dark room and there are these pillars and you're kind of looking around and you feel like you're being watched because you're like kind of hearing things. You look over and you see like a little head peeking out, and the closer you get, it like kind of hides away, and when you look away, you hear them shuffling. That shit was so fucked when you first do it. And I just loved every second of it, especially getting to learn more about what the hell is going on while still being confused, and they're hitting you with fucking plot twists left and right, even if it's in a fucking note in the corner of a room. It's got such amazing world building, done in a more direct way than, you know, a From Software game would maybe, but in the same kind of way where you can learn more if you want to learn more. It's not all just given to you. But yeah, without spoiling anything about the story really, I do think that Dead Space 2 is my favorite horror game in the entire world. I can't even think of a single one that's even close to how fucking beautiful this game is. And I'm also pretty sure this is the game that has the giant budget content. And also, hey, just between me and you, we have played Dead Space 3. I just didn't release the video yet. I'll make sure to do that for next year, so you look forward to that. And now we're moving into top 3 territory. 3 games I think are immaculate, if you will. Number 3. On number 3, I have put MythyMoo. Now, this was a game that I earlier the same year played a demo of, and I was very impressed by how good that shit feels. But I was kind of on the fence, you know, it looks nice, sounds nice, plays nice. But you know, I kind of gotta see more. And then the game actually released, and it turns out the fucking skill tree is hidden away like an hour into the game, where you can really start customizing your own playstyle in the way that you want to move, you want to parry, you want to stab, you want to fucking slash. It's not like you can make like insane builds or anything, but it's just you gotta get stuff to fit your playstyle. And once I did that, and I found what felt good for me, holy shitting in my asshole, did it ramp up in enjoyment. It was actually insane. I even said it in the series, it's probably one of my favorite action systems of all time. Obviously, there are different kinds of combat. Sekiro is one of my favorites as well. It's more of a parry system. MythyMoo has that as well, but you can choose to not parry at all, which I did. And I went full fucking dodge mode. And I'm just fucking flying around with the most fucking tight controls of any of these third-person Souls games. They got this claw system where you first gotta beat up their health bar, and then you gotta take away their actual health bar that you can also customize to either be little fast swings or slow big ones. And what I absolutely love about that combat system is that it encourages aggression in your playstyle, which is what I fucking love in these games. You're not standing back to look at the attacks. Oh, I should probably like jump over this and no. You go in there and you just fucking flying. This is, of course, as this list is, very, very subjective, but I loved the fuck out of it. So if you like fast-paced combat that makes you feel like actually the sickest guy ever. If you played Sekiro and you did Mikiri counter, MythyMoo steps up on that a little bit and, you know, does an even cooler attack where you fucking step on them, run on them, and then do a slice downwards. Or you can disengage with it. There's so many options in your combat, while not really changing your damage output like you'd think when you change builds. It's just playstyle. And the way I chose to play was so perfect for me that I think this deserves top 3, and if there was an award for it, best combat of the year. Oh, and also, yeah, of course, it has like this system where you can steal moves from your enemies. So you have like a Reaper attack of so many different weapons you can steal from your enemies on the go or equip. But I will say, beyond all of this I've mentioned so far, as well as of course bosses being actually just amazing, it doesn't have that much other than that. You know, you can really see where their focus was with this game. And that is of course understandable with a smaller team. But it really feels like it's like AAA combat, maybe like AA other stuff. It's also, depending on your skill level and how much you care about the game, a pretty short game, but that also makes it, you know, fun all the way through and doesn't get boring too fast. Very, very fucking good game, and it deserves number 3. Now for the top 2, and I think we both know which games these are. I mean, it's just which order I've put them in. So, number 2. On my number 2, I have put God of War Ragnarok. Last year, I played God of War 2018 for the first time, and after playing through that, it made me play through the entire trilogy and every single side game that exists in God of War, just because of how intriguing that game was to me. And of course, God of War Ragnarok had a lot to live up to. And after playing the trilogy, I realized that the first and second games felt like they were just kind of leading up to the third, which is exactly what I felt like God of War Ragnarok was going to be, to the God of War 2018 version. And god damn it, they did deliver. This is such a fucked up game, and it's probably one of the highest quality games that has ever been made. Budget is of course huge, but Santa Monica Studios did such an amazing job with every little detail in everything. We of course love our good old characters as much as we did the first time, but we also get introduced to a bunch of new ones that are also very lovable. We get an upgrade to the overall combat system, we get new weapons, new attacks, and we get to play as Atreus. We can say that. I mean, it's not that much of a secret anymore. And gameplay wise, that's probably my favorite part. Like that, he just felt exactly what kind of playstyle I like playing in that kind of game. But of course, the combat is not at all the focus, and far from why this game really deserves to be this high up. And the true reason is of course story and character interactions. It is such an incredibly heartfelt game, and one of the sad things, in my opinion, about a story like this is that to write something this in depth, this beautiful and this heavy, the author or authors and also the actors almost have to have had these emotions or experiences in their real lives. And Chris Judge himself, the voice actor and motion cap of Kratos, has spoken out about that too. How it's helped him see things that he maybe didn't see before. About, you know, parents parenting, being a dad, or maybe even interactions with other people. How important it is to be open with your children and not act like a superior. How important trust is. And how important it is to always look to better yourself, even if you think you don't need to. And while love overall in every way is of course very cliche, it still manages to hit so incredibly hard because it's a relatable story for I think too many people in this world. And it all comes to life through the writers and also so much the actors / voice actors. The amount of detail to the micro expressions on their faces, the sound design of everything, not just the music, the animations of the character models themselves, which was again mocapped, it feels so insanely real. It might be one of the only games where you can have an almost like 3-minute scene of just almost silence and having the facial expressions alone tell an entire fucking trilogy. Some of the creator scenes are so insanely well made, where he doesn't say a word, but you know exactly how he feels. Because you know his story, you know what he's going through, and you can kind of relate to what he's going through, even if you aren't a father. And again, I'm not going to spoil anything about the story itself here. The lore is, of course, Norse mythology with its own spin on it, and I love to see those little things as well played in. And yeah, God of War Ragnarok, it deserves everything it's gotten in terms of praise and awards or whatever. It's a top tier game, and I cannot wait to see what else Santa Monica Studios are working on over there. And now, before we get to number 1, I have some honorable mentions that I also probably didn't even do videos on. I just want to mention some games that I've played this year. First up being Eternal Return. I think this is, apart from like standing AFK and Lost Ark, my most played game this year. And now probably number 1 or 2 on my MOBAs of all time. But also, it's not just a MOBA, it's also a battle royale game that plays like League. It's got so many characters and it's so complex in so many ways. And it's so fucking good. Just please believe me on this, man. Like, it's a lot to get into. I get that. But holy shit, if you're looking for a game to play with your friends or something, give it a go. Like, just see if you can get into it and learn it. You know that feeling you have when you play a game for the first few times and you kind of end off the sesh with like, oh, I learned something today. Yeah, I'm gonna be better next time. Yeah, you'll have that for like 2 months. But it keeps getting more and more and more and more and more fun the more you get into it. Because there are so many fucking characters. There's so much shit going on. They change stuff like every month. The only problem it's having right now is that it has like not that many people playing. So I hope when it actually fully releases out of early access that it'll get a big influx of people. Just so I can get more queue pubs, of course. But nah, fucking incredible game. I love this game and I'm gonna keep playing it. Next on my list is Across the Obelisk. I mentioned this swiftly in my Slay the Spire video. Just really want to mention it. It's a very, very fun roguelike deck builder with up to 4-man co-op. So many things to unlock. So much fucking variety in everything. You can do so many different builds. I very highly recommend this. Next on the list is V Rising. Definitely deserving of an honorable mention here. May and I played this back when it came out. Of course, we also did a video on it. Such a fun game. It's so well made and, you know, it's got the controls like Battle Right. And it's got these survival elements, lots of cool new ideas, so many fucking bosses, and I haven't finished it yet. So maybe if I played it more, it'd be higher rated. But I know that when the next big patch comes out, gonna gather the boys and we're gonna play it. So I'm looking forward to that. Next on honorable mentions is Tower of Fantasy. Now this one seems a little bit weird to have, but I really enjoyed playing this. I played this alongside my friend Tanky Dude, and we just kind of chilled on it for like a month, I think. And as someone who really enjoys MMORPGs, I really enjoyed the exploration, the doing quests, getting more pulls, doing dailies and stuff. Like I actually really did. But the only reason I think I've put this in the honorable mentions more than just kind of enjoying the game here and there in my free time is that there was one specific moment, and I feel like at least one person watching this had this exact same moment happen to them. And I'm gonna make this quick, but that's this giant flying fucking amusement park island, and if you go there at night, there will be fireworks firing off, and they'll be playing one of the most goddamn beautiful songs in a fucking game. And it was such a good moment that I think it deserves it, and I can't even share the moment, but there are definitely videos out there with this thing happening, and it was so good. And my last honorable mention here is gonna be Unsighted. Now, I actually did play this for a video, the demo, some time ago, and back then I thought it was sick, and I just kind of brushed it off, but then I saw that it has co-op, only local co-op, but now that remote play exists, I played through this game with my friend Tanky Dude, and I think it took around 5 or 6 hours, and all the way through, it was so fucking fun. What an incredible game this is. Like, honestly, so underrated. I very, very, very highly recommend this game. And it's got some very interesting mechanics and concepts going on there, so I don't want to spoil anything. Go and check it out yourself. And now, finally, for my number 1. I mean, there was no, like, there's no hiding it. I can't come in with a fucking underdog pick this year. I did that the 2 previous years, but this year, there was no game that even stood a chance against Elden Ring. I don't think there's anything I can even say that I haven't already said in, like, one of my 100 videos on this game. In fact, I have a series of the game going still to this day. It came out, like, fucking a year ago almost. You can dislike FromSoft games, you can dislike the Souls series, you can think they're boring, you can think they're stupid, but there is no denying how insane Elden Ring is in almost every single aspect. Now, I'm not one to believe that, like, amount sold and popularity plays a role in how good a game is, but in a lot of cases, it does, you know, say something about it at least. Elden Ring is, in my opinion, kind of a game of a decade. I feel like even if they come out with a new Souls-like game, they gotta do something extremely special to outdo Elden Ring. FromSoft took all their favorite things from all of their other games and just put them into one, and also, by the way, 30 times bigger for no reason. I think a lot of people discrediting just kind of overlook the fact that the world is so fucking beautifully crafted in every single way. They're like, oh, but it's just like copy-pasted catacombs, copy-pasted monster. Okay, well, did you notice the fucking 500 different details in this one area lore-wise? Do you notice there are like 70 or 80 fucking unique bosses in the game? There are more than like 300 weapons. And from the first time I played it in the tests to the very last area I played, and up until like New Game Plus 3, there was so much wonder in every single run, in every single area, wherever I went. You just find new shit all the time. Other things that are incredible is the way they hide away the map, of course. It's a classic. You open up the map and you're like, oh, sick, this is fucking huge. You go to a new area, oh, wait, why did the map just get twice as big? Go over there, oh, now the map is 7 times as big as it was. It's such a full experience, and you have to be in the mood for it, of course. It's not like this is just anyone can pick this up and play it. No, of course not. But for the people who dedicated time to it, and you know, can really appreciate all the work that's gone into it and everything, there's just zero denying how fucked up this game really is. And we still don't have a story DLC, so there's still room for the game to become even bigger and even better. And that is almost scary. The game also has such insanely good designs for both new NPCs and also the demigods and bosses themselves. The lore is so fucking cool, of course, made by George guy. The music is actually god tier. There's so many good tracks in the OST. And I was actually surprised that like the characters were so lovable. Even all the ones that are just fucked in the head. We do tend to love those too. And yeah, as I said, I feel like it's gonna take a fucking miracle for the next game to not be compared to Elden Ring in almost every way, because of how much of a staple this game has been and is gonna become in just gaming itself. I know it's weird to say, but I think it's true. And I really, really do hope that more developers, you know, just take some inspiration in the way it's made. Not like just take ideas from Elden Ring, but, you know, try to innovate. Like From Software keeps fucking doing, while other bigger companies don't take these risks. And I wonder about the confidence of them. Like, do they just think that they're so sick that they can just get away and do everything they want? Because they keep doing it and they keep fucking not missing. So that's why, like, I don't care what the fuck they make next. Fucking Armored Core 6? I'm gonna play it because I know these motherfuckers can make sicker games. And the future is exciting for both Elden Ring and for From Software, and in general the games that are coming out, because 2023, it's not even funny. So last year, I was having this whole speech like, oh, 2021 was kind of dry, so next year is gonna be like crazy. Yeah, like half the games that are gonna come out this year just got like postponed to next year, meaning half of those are already first coming out next year, and all the ones announced this year are also coming out next year. So next year is at some point gonna be overwhelming with games and anime and everything. But yeah, going back to Elden Ring there, I think that it's probably one of the best video games ever made up until this point. If you of course like this kind of game, again, it's not for everyone, but I truly believe that this game is gonna pave the way for lots more to come and gonna have made a positive impact on games in the future. And it 100% deserves the spot on #1, and it's at least top 3 in my favorite games of all time. Not just from Soft, but like of all time ever. So there we have it, my top 10 this year. This year has actually been a little bit, as I said, slow. Top 3 were all games that came out this year, so that's cool. And also 2 others were, so like 5 were games that came out 2022 and 5 others were older ones, so that's pretty good compared to especially last year. And of course here I also want to say thank you guys so much for an amazing year on YouTube. Whether you've been watching for a long time or you're a new viewer here, I mean, I appreciate you, and you're always welcome to come whenever you want and say hi and watch my shit. You know, it's just a place to hang out, and I'm excited to do that exact thing again next year and experience some new things together. And you know, I've been mixing in some face cam videos here and there here at the end of the year, and I plan to do more of that as well next year. And you know, who knows? I mean, my content can change at any point, but I definitely always want to be be doing at least some type of gaming content, I think, because it's just what I enjoy doing. But yeah, I hope you'll join me in the new year and come experience all these new games with me, and maybe other games, you know. We're just here. I'm doing videos every day. There's so much chilling we can do in a year. Can't wait. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video as well. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to know what your favorite game of the year was. Whether new or old, I'd love to know it. So leave a comment with that, and I'll be reading some, especially, you know, earlier ones. You can also check me out on Twitter. I'm on there very often. Second channel, stream, merch. All the links are in the description. Of course, subscribe if you're new around here. And as always, my name is Myth, and thanks for watching.